Habib is a businessman and former Brexit Party member of the European Parliament, being elected in the 2019 European Parliamentary election for the London constituency. In 2021, along with our other guests, Mr Habib applied for leave for a judicial review of the Northern Ireland Protocol, part of the withdrawal agreement. He has been a staunch ally of Northern Ireland and an advocate for our equal place as citizens of the United Kingdom. So again, we are pleased that he has found time to share his expertise and his particular mainland unionist view with us today in Ballymena. A big mid-Antrim Ballymena welcome for Ben Habib.
Well, thank you everyone for welcoming me so warmly to Ballymena. Thank you, Baroness Hoey, for your warm words about me as well, and thank you, Jim, for all the sterling work you do to protect our country. People keep describing the protocol as if it presents an existential threat to the Union of the United Kingdom. The protocol doesn't present such a threat. The protocol has actually already broken the Union of the United Kingdom. And if you don't believe me, if you think I'm being hyperbolic to wind people up, don't listen to what I'm saying. Review the two judgments that we have from the High Court in Belfast and then the Appeals Court. Both courts judged that the Act of Union had in substantial part been subjugated in order to give birth to the protocol. The Act of Union, the very foundations of the Union of the United Kingdom, was broken when the protocol came into existence. So the protocol doesn't present an existential threat. It's already broken our union. The fight back from here, ladies and gentlemen, is a very onerous fight because we have already been put on our back foot by this protocol. This protocol was found by the High Court to have subjugated the Act of Union, as I mentioned. It broke the Union, but the High Court also ruled that notwithstanding that massive constitutional impact, it wasn't significant enough to put it to the vote as is required under the Belfast Agreement. Try and get your head round that. Absolutely. That's the point. You've got a judicial system that is now nitpicking around the edges of technocracy to justify the bastard, illegitimate protocol. And so I'm delighted to say that we have appealed the Appeals Court's verdict, and we are going to the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom to try our best to do where our politicians fail to do what our politicians fail to do, which is to protect the Union of the United Kingdom. We are going to ask the Supreme Court to find this protocol to be illegitimate as we all know it to be. What I'm encouraged by is that the Appeal Court actually gave us permission to go to the Supreme Court. You might think that that's just a normal process in the judicial process, but it's not normal. Actually, normally an appeals court would resist it and you would have to go to the Supreme Court above their heads. But the reason they supported the appeal to the Supreme Court is because the Appeals Court itself knows that it's on dodgy ground. Right. And we should take terrific comfort from that. You know, I hope against hope that where our politicians have let us down, our legal process can see us right. And I just want to reiterate before I finish what Baroness Hoey said. The first battle in getting us back into the United Kingdom, getting Northern Ireland back into the United Kingdom, is on the 5th of May. We have to win that battle. We have to have a unionist majority in Stormont. And the best way to do that is to vote for Jim, to vote for Jeffrey, and if you can hold your nose and bear it, vote for the UUP. have to transfer your votes down the line. I shouldn't have said what I just said, by the way. But I get carried away in the moment, but this is just the first battle. We have to have a unionist majority in Stormont. We have to use that unionist majority to bring Stormont down. There can be no Stormont for as long as the protocol exists. And if we get that unionist majority, then it's down to you people to hold those politicians to account, to make sure that they do what they promised, which is not to allow the executive to form and to ensure that Stormont is not reformed until the protocol goes. You cannot have Stormont and the protocol. The protocol has to go first. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.